Welcome from Nanda Sustainable Engineering. In this video, we will learn serial communication. Our topic for this video is serial communication. So, there are two types of communication. One is called as a serial communication, and another is called as a parallel communication. So, in the serial communication, we are receiving the data from a single wire, and in the parallel communication there are number of wires are more. Okay, so if we are receiving 8-bit data, then there will be 8 wires required for transmitter and 8 wire required for the receiver side. Now here serial communication, for in the cost wise, there is a comparison between serial and parallel communication. So cost for the serial is cheaper, parallel is expensive. Speed is slower for the serial because at a time only one bit is transmitted and received. So and here all bits are transmitted at a time, so parallelly, so that's why it is a fast communication. And here transmission lines are one line to transmit and one line to receive. Here 8 lines for simultaneous transmission and 8 lines for simultaneous reception. So this mode of serial communication is used for long distance and parallel is used for short distance. So example is modem, and for the parallel communication, printer is the example. Now here, as we are learning Arduino programming, our Arduino is connected with the PC with the help of serial communication. So information passes between computer and Arduino through USB cable, and information transmitted as number of zeros and one, and also this is called as a bits. Now there are different types of serial communication. One type is synchronous communication, another type is asynchronous communication. So both types of serial communication are possible with the Arduino. So here this is a serial communication protocol. So these are the bit format of the serial communication. So in the digital format, there are two types of logic level, logic 0 and logic 1. Now when the logic 0 is there, 0 voltage is transmitted, and logic 1, for the logic 1, 5-volt voltage is transmitted. So this is a format. There is all the time to start the communication with start bit, then these are the number of data bits, and then at the last there is a stop bit. So these are the data bits, and we are transmitting LSB at the first and MSB at the end. So here so 1001 1011 is the data bits. Now how many data is transmitted per second is decided by the baud rate. Baud rate is the number of bits transmitted per second. So there are many standard baud rates which are available. Out of is 9600 is a standard baud rate. Now the time per bit is 1 divided by 9600 second. So this is the standard baud rate. Start bit, okay, there are different types of bits which are used for the serial communication. Start bit signals the transmission of the word starts with the start bit. So transaction from 1 to 0 mark to space, okay, first bit that to be transmitted on the serial line. The what are the your digital bits, the data bits or to be transmitted are sent after the start bit. And if we are using 8-bit data format, then LSB is transmitted first and MSB is transmitted at the last. So least significant bit is sent first and most significant bit is sent at the end. Can be low or high. So by making the condition as low and high on the bits, 1 and zeros are transmitted. When your transmission completes, it is indication is given by stop bit. So we have a 3 different types of bits are used for the serial communication. Start bit to start the transaction, data bits to send the information, and stop bit to signify or indicate the end of the word. So priority bits are used most of the time for the error checking. So there are two types of priority bits, add priority and even priority. So usually priority bits are used for error checking and used to prevent the noise. As we know, in the Arduino processor, ATmega 328P is the processor available, and it has a USART, a universal synchronous asynchronous receiver transmitter. Okay, it is having inbuilt universal synchronous asynchronous receiver transmitter available. So it provides us full duplex transmission, so we can transmit and receive the data bits simultaneously, and we have both options, asynchronous and synchronous option, and we are having high resolution of baud rate, so we can use different types of baud rates as per the requirement of serial communication. So support the serial frames with 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 bits, in which there are data bits, one start bit and one or two stop bit. So odd and even priority generation is also provided. Then data overrun for framing error direction, this is also available. So whenever you are sending the data, it should be frame, and at the receiver end it should be deframe, and we have to remove the start bit and stop bit, and then the particular data bits will retrieve at the another end. So to indicate ki the transmission is started or reception is started, there are two flags are available. One is a TX and another is RX. So there are different types of universal synchronous and asynchronous receiver transmitter. So these are some serial functions which we are using in the Arduino. So serial begin to start the serial data, serial dot read the incoming serial data, serial dot flush the serial received bit, or to clear the content on flash. And these are the other. To print the data on the serial port, we are using serial dot println. To write the data on the serial port, serial dot write. So these are few of the functions which are used for the Arduino. So this is the serial interface. So we have two lines called, one line is called as a transmitter and another line is called as a receiver. So in the transmitter, transmitter is connected to RxD and TXD is connected to RxD of the serial port is connected to the TXD of the Arduino, and RxD of the Arduino is connected to TXD of the serial port. So this is the serial port of your PC, where we can see the output of the Arduino. So let's start with the program. So as we know, for the serial communication algorithm or serial communication program of the Arduino, so we have two different types of functions available with the serial communication. So serial communication algorithm, we have to learn the serial communication algorithm. So first is a setup function, another data rate, and which is used for the transmission at the transmitter side, and loop function is used to display the data. What will be the data we want to display on the serial port, that has to be displayed on loop function. So let's see the program. So this is a program of the serial communication. Serial dot begin 9600. So we initialize the serial port. Then serial dot println serial communication demo, and println please send the data. So these are the three lines we include in the setup. So this is a very important command, serial dot begin. So 9600 is our data rate, serial data rate that is used. These two lines, serial dot println means whatever you mention inside the double quote will be displayed on the serial port, and as it is we have to display at only once, then we will print this in the setup. Otherwise, if you want to display the data oftenly, then we have to include it in the loop functions. So in the loop function, we have written a function like if serial dot available, means something is available on the serial port, then integer variable in byte is declared as serial dot read, and whatever you are reading, see that will be written on a serial port. So serial dot write in byte. So this is regarding the program of the serial port. Let's try to run the program of serial port on the Arduino. So this is Arduino program. Now we will open the code. Open the code. So here I am opening one of the serial program. So this serial program is now opened. Now here serial dot begin and number is. So I am setting the value of the 9600. The speed of our serial communication is 9600, and we are declaring a variable called as integer number, and that number will be printed on the serial port. So number is and serial println number. So this is our program, and we are incrementing the number, and we will display the number on the serial port. So let's compile the code. Now it is completing the process of compilation. Now we will open the serial monitor. We have to connect the serial. So we have to close the previously opened program. Now we will run again. Now the compilation process completes. Now it is showing done compiling. Now open the serial monitor. Now we will start done uploading. Okay, now our uploading is done. Now we can see the output here. So our program is running. So what we have displayed here, number is and println numbers, and we are incrementing the number and displaying on the serial port. So this output is here. Thanks for watching.